I'm Madeline from Sheen Slings, and this is how to carry a littler baby or a newborn on your front with a half buckle carrier, shown today with the Neko Half Buckle. So I'm going to start by taking this off and taking you through it. But this method will work for basically any half buckle carrier, but I'm showing you specifically with the Neko Half Buckle. So the first thing I'm going to do is check that my carrier is set up for a newborn. So if your carrier has some mechanism for adjusting the height of the carrier, we're going to want to adjust the height to get it correct. If your baby is a littler or new, start by trying it on the absolute smallest setting, and then if this isn't coming high enough up to the back of the neck, then try and let it out a little bit, and so forth. Or you can try lying this on the floor and popping your baby in and seeing how it compares. So for the Neko, we just have these simple knots. They're a little bit of a pain to untie, but you can untie them and then let this out or make it shorter. Mine's set up, so I'm going to leave it be. And then we're also going to check the width. We want baby to be able to sit in this carrier and the legs to point straight down and this not past the back of their knee. So again, you can lay it on the floor and double check that that's so, or you can try it and just try and see how they feel. We can adjust it inside using these poppers. So we can adjust it and pop at the front and at the back. On the absolute narrowest is a good place to start, or in my case, for my doll, it's about 6 weeks. I want to be on the narrowest at the back, and at the front I want to be on the second from narrowest. And again, this is a bit of a trial and error, so you know, give it a go. If it doesn't feel quite right, take it off and try again, and give yourself some grace. You're probably not going to get it right first time. Just give it a go and then adjust accordingly. So once we are all happy with how it's set up, I am popping this on my waist and I'm popping it up nice and high, checking it's in the middle, and then I'm going to tighten it up by pulling across my body like so. And I'm going to get that nice and snug so it doesn't feel like it's going to move. I'm going to lay this down and then I am ready for my baby. So I'm going to get my baby back, cuddle them against me. I can squish all this down and wiggle it past their legs. If their legs are all curly, just squish it down and wiggle it past their legs, and then start smoothing it out over their back. And again, here we're going to check that it's running from knee to knee and it's not forcing the legs straight. If it is, we're going to pop it down and make it narrower. If it's not possible to make it narrower, then we're just going to need to wait for a few weeks. Likewise, if a lot of the leg was sticking out and this isn't supporting to the back of the knee or near to the back of the knee, then I would pop it, take it down, pop baby down again for a sec and try one popper wider and see if that fits better. Then when I'm ready, I'm going to pop a strap over my shoulder. Now I can leave this nicely folded like that if that's comfortable for me, or if I know that I will be more comfortable with it spread, I can start lay it out spread. I'm going to then swap hands I'm holding baby with. I can use my chin to help support the head if that helps too. I'm going to go find the strap behind me and I'm going to pull it straight down towards my bottom and then across my back and pass it to this hand, and I can sort of wiggle whilst tightening through the width of that strap, and you can see that gives it a really nice fitted shape across my shoulder. I'm going to now hold that strap while I do the other side, and I can again pull and catch, and it doesn't matter if you didn't tighten this one then, we can now have a moment tightening, so and we can sort of alternately hula dance, and don't be afraid to alter the shoulders if you haven't got it quite right. Take your time to get completely comfortable, particularly if you're going to be here for a while. You want to be comfortable. So we can hula dance. Now, for a newborn, I might not want to put pressure going over their legs, so I will choose to come underneath their legs, like so. And then I can tie. However, if you have an older baby or you're worried about there being a gap here, then we can come over the legs and you can leave these bunched or you can spread them out. However you see fit, you can go straight across and back around and tie at the back, or you can go through the legs on the other side. Whatever feels like it's giving baby and you the most support. None of these things are wrong or right. Go for what feels best for you. But because my doll is a newborn, I'm going to come under the legs and I can then cross and come under and tie behind me. But actually, because I find tying things behind me hard, I'm actually going to tie here. Now that's going to leave me with quite a lot of strap length, so I'm going to tie a bow to use up the strap length. But equally, I could have gone back around myself as many times as I needed to, but I just do this because I find it easier and faster. And then I can check the support for their head. So my last client to have used this has rigged up these things on here to get this lovely neck support. But I can remove this if I want, and there's also a toggle. If I remove this for a second so we can see, there's also a toggle in here which allows me to tighten or loosen the amount of space there is at baby's neck. Again, for a newborn, you might want to make this quite snug so it feels like it's supporting behind the back of the neck, not putting pressure on their head, but supporting behind the back of the neck. With that quite tucked, I actually don't need this at all. But I can also have this, and you can see it's removable. You just detangle it and unsnap the snappers, or in my case, I'm going to re-snap it on, and then I can use it like a little neck roll in the back of baby's neck to again produce a little bit extra neck support if you feel you need it. And you might not, genuinely, I don't think I do with that strap tightened up. But equally, if you feel more comfortable for that, you can also unroll this and use this as a hood. In that case, I'd probably only cover one side, and again I could tighten it up. So let's do that. Let's take the moment to untangle this. This is something that is infinitely easier to do before you have a baby in the carrier, and quite a fiddle once they're in. To get it untangled, bizarrely, it's quite easy to get it in, not get it out. There we go. So if I was looking to support just behind the back of the head, I would put the hood up just on one side, leave one side down. In fact, I could do that side if I wanted to, and then I could just tighten this up and use the toggle to make this at the tension I require, so that we've got support behind the back of the head and we don't have any covering our baby's face. So that's how to use the Neko Half Buckle, or really any half buckle, on your front, and some adaptions for supporting your newborn. But really, you can carry on using this on your front for as long as you feel comfortable. So up to a year, sometimes often over a year. If you have any questions about half buckles or the Neko Half Buckle in particular, please do pop them in the comments below. And as ever, please do like and subscribe to this channel. It really helps. Thank you so much. Bye.